point where you say, I am eating well, I am trying to take care of myself, but my digestion feels unpredictable. My mood feels fragile, my hormones feel out of balance, and nothing seems to settle fully. Let's talk about one of the most overlooked drivers of how the body ages and adapts. Methylation. I want to show you how methylation supports gut health, brain health, and hormone balance, and why problems in this system often show up as fatigue, anxiety, bloating, brain fog, or stubborn hormone symptoms long before anything shows up on routine labs. Aging is not about years going by. Aging is about the loss of biological coordination. Methylation is one of the systems that keeps the body coordinated. Methylation is a basic biochemical process that happens billions of times a second. It is how your body turns genes on and off. It is how neurotransmitters are made and cleared. It is how hormones are processed and recycled. It is how the gut lining repairs itself. When methylation works well, systems communicate smoothly. When it struggles, the body becomes noisy and inefficient. Many people think of methylation only in terms of genetics. But methylation is not a switch you either have or do not have. It is a process that depends on nutrient availability, gut absorption, liver function, inflammation, stress, and recovery. Let's start with the gut. The gut is where many of the nutrients that drive methylation are absorbed: B vitamins, choline, and amino acids. When digestion is inflamed, imbalanced, or sluggish, methylation slows down. At the same time, methylation is required to maintain the gut lining and regulate immune responses in the intestine. So, poor gut health worsens methylation, and poor methylation worsens gut health. This is why people with bloating, constipation, or IBS often also report fatigue and brain fog. In the brain, methylation plays a significant role in neurotransmitter balance. Serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine, and GABA all depend on methylation for proper production and breakdown. When methylation is inefficient, neurotransmitters can become imbalanced. This is where people notice anxiety, low mood, poor focus, or feeling overstimulated and exhausted at the same time. This also explains why some people feel worse with stress as they get older. Stress increases demand on methylation pathways. If the system lacks sufficient support, symptoms escalate. Hormones are also deeply connected to methylation. Estrogen metabolism depends on methylation to safely clear hormone byproducts through the liver. When methylation is sluggish, estrogen can recirculate in forms that promote inflammation, breast tenderness, heavy cycles, or difficult menopause transitions. Thyroid hormone activation and adrenal signaling are also influenced by methylation efficiency. This is why conventional advice often falls short. You are told to balance hormones, manage stress, or fix your gut. But if the underlying processing system is overwhelmed, those efforts feel inconsistent. The body is not broken, it is overloaded. Supporting methylation as we age is less about forcing pathways and more about restoring capacity. One important signal is nutrient availability. Methylation requires specific building blocks, and those need to be absorbed and utilized, not just consumed. Another key signal is gut integrity. When the gut is inflamed or dysbiotic, methylation slows because the body shifts into defense mode. Inflammation is another major factor. Chronic inflammation diverts resources away from repair and processing. Methylation becomes less efficient when the immune system is constantly activated. Hormonal stability matters too. Large swings in cortisol or estrogen increase demand on methylation pathways, making symptoms more noticeable. Finally, recovery signals are critical. Methylation is an energy-dependent process. Poor sleep and chronic stress reduce the body's ability to meet daily biochemical demands. The most important thing to understand is this: methylation is not a niche concept or a genetic problem for a few people. It is a core system that determines how well your gut heals, how clearly your brain functions, and how smoothly hormones are regulated as you age. When methylation is supported, the body becomes quieter. Digestion stabilizes. Mood becomes more resilient. Hormonal transitions feel more manageable. That is what healthy aging looks like at a biological level. At DNA Wellness and Longevity Institute, we help people understand what their bodies are doing and why they are responding the way they are. If you feel older than you should, or you are not seeing the changes you expect, we can help you identify what is holding your body back. Visit our website at defynaturalaging.com to schedule an